So the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from what is commonly known as the Mahaica Creek area. And just in that direction, the bordering tree line areas you're seeing there, that is the Mahaica River, right? But this area is called the Mahaica Creek area. People know it in this area as the Mahaica Creek area. You got Little Bayaboo, Big Bayaboo. You got a number of different communities running through here. Funny enough, what we're talking about today. You gone? Oh, funny. I'm here on the ground and covering GPL's registration of residents. And let me carry inside quickly and just show you what's going on. You got residents lined up here. And if you look at most of these residents, it's ageable people, a lot of them, right? So you got residents lined up here and waiting to get to the registration part where they've been registering to get the electricity sorted out properly. I just talked to an individual. I'm going to talk to him. I think he's moving a vehicle. And I asked him, man, how long you waiting? This guy driving a Tundra, right? So he's been driving a Tundra. He's a farm in this area. And this is predominantly a farming area, mostly rice, right? So you're driving a Tundra. You got people got vehicle. You got all kind of thing. And what they did not have, literally the whole life is electricity. Right? You got more people coming. You got people coming in age, people who are in the 60s, people who are 70 years of age. Right? And this individual just tell me, he said, I asked you how long you wait for electricity. He said, his whole life. Chief, I'm on the live and I'm talking to the my viewers, letting them know how people have been affected here, how long people have been here. You literally drive in a Tundra. And you never had electricity.
Never, yeah.
You're going and get electricity now.
Yep.
Tell me what the experience is like right now for you.
Well, it's a happy moment actually. We're very happy that for the first time we actually, well, the line already powered and we just got to do the paperwork,
to get your meter
and so on, and we should get within a short while.
How old are you?
58 years old.
Most of your life you're living in here?
Yep.
Your whole life you're born and growing right in here?
I just born up Barbies, but you know, a long time the delivery time does be there. You know, at health center and all them things, so they know midwife and things. All the ladies them actually go back to the parents' house to do delivery. So I was just born in Barbies, and
you come here?
After 9 days I was back here.
And at this age is now you seeing electricity.
Yeah.
Alright buddy, alright, cool. So you heard from an individual who going to sign up there. And again, everybody here got a normal life. People got nice house, people got fancy house, people got fancy vehicle. They ain't short of nothing. What they were shorting of in this place is electricity, which GPL is now registering. And you see they got new poles, right? The lines, the main lines are in. But if you notice, the wire gone to the pole there, but it ain't gone to the house. The individual there got sign up. There's no electricity to this house. Let me see. To be correct, right? You gotta watch. You got a line gone there, but there's no electricity to the house. So as soon as these people sign up and they have the requisite documents, once they have the requisite documents, well, we just gotta do with GPL. Just gotta wire your house and have it certified by an electrician, and then GPL would sign you up, your name, your ID card, and all them things. Documents to verify that this is your address, where visit, and then they hook you up, right? So we're going to talk to one of the GPL representatives who are going to explain a little bit about how the process is going, and if others are interested, what are the requirements. And if you look at the people, you got some people, a lot of people there in the 50s, the 60s. This is a real great move. This is a real great move, and this shows progress in Guyana. Because if you look at the people, they ain't got 25-year-old and hey, right? These are mostly elderly people. They got some young people, but mostly elderly people who come in. You know, one guy said 58 years. He does know he's seen electricity. So this is an experience. And just to update you, for those of you who've just tuned into the Guyanese Critic Live, I'm on the ground where GPL is in the Mahaica Creek area. Just back that way is the Mahaica River, where the tree line is the Mahaica River, and GPL is on the ground, and they are registering residents of this whole community for Mahaica Creek.
Yeah, not Maikoni, Mahaica.
Sorry, not Maikoni, Mahaica. But they call this Mahaica Creek.
Yeah.
The area is Mahaica Creek, but this is the Mahaica River.
Yeah.
Roger that. So it's the Mahaica, the Mahaica River, and this is the Mahaica Creek area. My mistake. So predominantly rice producing area, and every yard you go got tractor. Everybody got tractor and combine and all kind of equipment. They have developed this area in the areas that need be. You know, a lot of times you eating the rice that you eating coming out from this area, but these people never had electricity, and they've gone over all those odds. Hi, good day. Thanks for this opportunity. Just briefly your name and what's your position at GPL, and then a brief explanation of what GPL is doing here today.
Hi, good morning. My name is Mahaica, Customer Services Officer for East. So we're here today on the outreach because this area here never really had electricity before. So we're here to start the process. We already finished energizing the area, so we're now dealing with the application process. So we came here today to assist the customer in filling out the application forms, check the requirements, because we don't want them to go to the office and they don't have the requirements and they have to go to and for. So we're actually generating the application here today, and then we'll take it back to the office, and then we call the customer to come and pay.
Okay, and that is for metered service.
Yes.
Can you go through what are the requirements to have meter service from GPL?
The requirements are identification, an electrical certificate for your building or either a temporary board, your proof of ownership for the land, could be a transport, a land title, or a letter from the NDC, and the requirements for the payment is $19,360.
For a new meter service. And are those meters specifically prepaid meters or postpaid?
Postpaid meters.
They're postpaid meters. Okay. All right. Thank you. How have the customers, your new GPL's new customers, been? Are they satisfied? And are you satisfied with how this process is going along?
Yes, I'm satisfied with this process that we're now reaching out to the customer. Well, they're now going to become new customers, so I guess they really appreciate that we come out here to assist them today. But in terms of the service, remember they're new customer, they really haven't got experience with our services as yet.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Khan.
You're welcome.
Thanks for this update. Yeah, so again, you see everybody is preparing to move up, and you heard what the requirements are. I'm hoping for those of you who from this community who follow, share this live, so the other residents could see and know, right? And so you got GPL got some things they updating. You get through, big boy? You got all the thing? So where are they? Down or up? Okay, the first time you are gonna get electricity. Alright, I'm glad for you. Now, being someone who goes across this country and looks at the plight of people in this country, this is heartwarming for me, because you're talking to adults. You're meeting people who for the first time are going to have electricity and access to efficient electricity. And if we got blackout in charge of half an hour, is mass confusion. It's the big talk of the tongue. If you got blackout for an hour, if a pole goes down and we're affected, it affects the water supply and everything else, and it is big confusion with us. So I'm really feeling for these people who are gonna have electricity for the first time. Yeah. I could only imagine, being able to watch TV all the time, because electricity in Guyana is affordable. What GPL is now trying to do is to make sure it's efficient. The electricity supply is efficient. That's what we need, efficiency. And GPL is working by changing out line hardware and making sure they go across the country, boost up in terms of like what's going on down at Garden Eden, more generators and these kind of things to ensure that the electricity supply is efficient. But nonetheless, having electricity for the first time after how much years? You get through charge? You gotta go and get documents. Roger. So, you know, people will be for the first time having electricity. You could wake up in the morning with electricity. You ain't got rushing your light. You ain't got be fully dependent on solar, which, by the way, is not the most affordable thing. It's good to go green, but it's not the most affordable thing. So it's heartwarming to see how residents are, you know, going to be for the first time with electricity. And I hope I'll have the opportunity to come back and see them, because people got everything. They got TV in their house. They got everything. People got big houses. Look at the place. People got 2-story, 3-story houses in this place. People got tractor combined. These is all kind of vehicle people got. The only thing they were shorting in this area is electricity. The Guyanese Critic coming to you from the Mahaica Creek area, where GPL is on the ground registering new customers.